Welcome back, everybody. Grand Tactician, Civil War. I'm Garvey Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 29 of Federal Spring of 61 campaign. Now, as you can see here, we're loaded straight into a battle map as the 6th Corps under Grant, who has been shadowing Greg's Corps. Is it Greg or Guest? Greg's Corps from the Army of Trans-Miss, which escaped the Indian Terror and fled down the Mississippi River and into Louisiana. So we did end up with a combat with them. It's kind of a surprise combat, but we'll take it. So they are defending these 3 points here: Oliver's Orchard, Silent Grove Road, and Silent Woods. And they are bringing 31,000 infantry, 2,000 cavalry, and 65 guns to the fight. To our 28,883 infantry, 4,800 cavalry, and 62 guns. So almost an even fight. Almost an even on fight. So the plan for right now is basically just march right here through Danville, cross the river here, and set my attack lines up here and attack across the open ground in this direction. Rebels probably defending somewhere in the center of these locations. So I'm going to get my troops on the road, and I'll be back once I have contact with the rebels. Alright, it's now 0500 of day 2. And I hate to say it, but Grant's Corps' inexperience was on full display for me, and decided not to show it to you guys on the march into position. It took them way too long to get into position. Probably wouldn't have started the attack until today anyway, but wow. Yeah, even though this Corps has a few battles, they really haven't done much, so the inexperience does show. So you can see the rebels are lined up right here. So I've actually decided to form kind of a loop around them. The artillery division right here. The 6th Infantry Division is going to attack forward into their flank with the Georgia Loyalist Mountain Rifles, 3rd Port Huron Infantry, and Blucher's Brigade. The 5th Infantry Division is going to slide in here to this farm track and attack into the rear. They have 5th New York Volunteers, Jersey Devils, and the Royal Black Watch. And 4th Infantry Division is going to attack forward once this 5th is in position and attacking in this direction. 4th will push forward also into their front and smash these two or three center divisions in between them. The 4th Infantry Division has the Midwest Raiders, Ozark Mountain Daredevils, and Lake Erie Rifles. And I'm going to have the cavalry seize each of the 2 objective points that are behind the rebels, and then possibly ride down on the flank here. Let's get this kicked off. All right, they shifted on us. All right. Forward into the woods, boys. Boys, come here. So my battle plans just went right out the window. Advance right up to the objective there. Cavalry, swing out this way. Let's see if we can see what's back here. They still think there might be stacked up over here. Yeah, they just pulled back a little bit. They're still basically the same alignment. I just have to shift my attack plans. Looks like it'll be a few minutes still before we're in contact, so I'll be back. Alright, it's now 5:30 in the morning. We're getting this engagement kicked off a little sooner than I wanted to, as some of the brigades with sharps got a little closer than I had hoped they would. So not everybody's in position yet, but we're going to get this kicked off. So the rebel line did shift into this position here, which is not much of a shift for us. So we're still getting the rest of our units into position. The cavalry's making their ride around to go seize the other two objective points. Still waiting for the artillery to get in position. They should be there shortly. And even though they've held the victory points for about a full day now, they still haven't... morale really hasn't recovered for the rebels. They're still sitting below 50. Guns are in position and firing. Very good. We've got no good frontage for an attack here. Get you guys down from that artillery fire. I want to see if the rebels shifted all over here before I send these boys in. Does not seem like, yeah, it's going to be too hard of a fight. Already wrapping around behind them. Wait, are they... They're moving away from us. Miles, get your division on the road. They are actively moving away from us. Why the hell would you do that? Advance straight at him. Let's go. You're not letting these mothers get away. Boys weren't willing to fight. Why the hell did you make a stand? What the hell? Skirmishers here. Advance. Get up to the road. Push them in. These guys are probably going to be running faster than we can keep up with them. Advance up the road. Never get up here. It looks like they're consolidating. They're just trying to pull in. Go riders, I don't need you going there anymore. Come in over here behind their cabin artillery. Let's give these boys a heart attack. Why the hell aren't you boys moving? Let's go. Black Hoof, get dismounted. Loose order, please. Push on these boys. Divisions are a mess right now, but it's just a matter of trying to catch back up to the rebels because they pulled back fast. How was your division commander? Get the hell up here. Keep advancing, poor Huron. Keep pushing in. raincoats. Get up here, boys. We got some saber work for you to do. Alright, keep coming, Fifth. Put past that cavalry. Who's that in the backfield? Raincoats, go get Wilcox. Raincoats, give me one good volley, then we're gonna saber the hell out of these boys. Go get them. Just keep advancing. Get in front of the cavalry there, please. We're swing out this way. Shit, who's dead? Colonel Stockton. We're into the Hurons. Good job, Raincoats. Charge it to the rear of these guys. Black Hoof, get mounted. Ooh, good job, Raincoats. They are ripping them down back there. Can't even see them in that mass of red right now. Alright, Black Hoof, get in there and join the fun. Into tapping now. Black Hoof better catch up. Black Hoof, what the hell are you doing? Get in there. Raincoat's broke. Shit. Oh well. Did what I needed him to do. Keep coming down the road, boys. Let's go. This division up here is being stubborn. Ooh, somebody just surrendered to us. Alexander's brigade, 1,600 men. Nice. Keep going, get into Tappan's brigade. Come on, boys, keep advancing, keep firing. Keep those barrels hot. See if we can't force another brigade to surrender. Damn it. Black Hoof just broke. Alright. No fault to the Raincoats or the Black Hoof. I kind of sent them into a bad situation. Go, boys, keep up. You're missing on the fun. Ooh, Midwest Raiders have taken a nasty hit. Shit. These guys up here have been stubborn, though. Ozark, same way. Lay down, boys. Come on, Lake Erie, keep pushing in. It's the last of them right here. This is a little stubborn knot right here. Don't want to break. Lake Erie, you halt. Georgia Mountain, they got ammo coming in on here. Let's move it to double. You're getting left behind. Huron, you guys halt and commander's dead. York, what the hell are you doing? Let's go. The hell's your division commander? Oh, I still got brigades back there. Crap. Get up here. Our division commander's not here. Alright, boys, time to end this. Bayonets and buttstocks. Let's go. Let's see if we can force a few more of these boys to surrender to us. Give us that major victory. Here they go. Keep going, boys. You guys have been sitting off for a long time. You should have plenty of energy. There we go. Got the major victory. Don't let these guns get away. Those guns belong to me, damn it. There we go. They escape with nothing, damn it. You guys can halt now. Speed this along. What a weird battle. This was just a moving fight the entire time. Rebels did not want to engage except for this knot that was sitting up here that refused to break. It caused a lot of damage to my force. We lost 3,350 of our 28,883 infantry, 765 of our 4,811 cavalry, lost one of our 62 guns, as well as 4,140 of our 34,614 men. Took down 8,000 of their 30,000 infantry, 750 of their 1,900 cavalry. Got all 65 of their guns, total loss of 9,000 of their 33,000 men. All right, let's go through the paperwork. Engineers did not fight. 2nd Cavalry Division, the Black Hoof, did 254 to infantry, captured 14. 242 to cavalry. 7 artillery, captured 67, total 587. Raincoat Riders did 119 to infantry, captured 132. 15 to cavalry. 5 taken prisoners, 39 artillery, 134 prisoners. Total 444. Division total 1,031. 4th Infantry Division, Midwest Raiders did 909 to infantry, captured 43 for total 953. Ozark Mountain Daredevils did 995 to infantry, captured 113, 1,117 for their total. Lake Erie Rifles did 727 infantry, took 66 prisoners, 1 artillery, another 74 captured, total 868, division total 2,938. 6th Infantry Division, Blucher's Brigade did 257 infantry, captured 68, 141 to cav, 33 artillery, total 507. Georgia Loyalist Mountain Rifles did 621 to infantry, captured 69, 132 to artillery, for total of 824. 3rd Port Huron Infantry did 286 to infantry, captured 131, 157 to cavalry, 135 to artillery, for total 738, division total 2,069. 5th Infantry Division, 5th New York did 152 to infantry, captured 85, 98 to cav, 16 captured, 7 to artillery, for total 359. And the Royal Black Watch and Jersey Devils I just kind of forgot and left behind because it was just a matter of trying to keep up with the rebels on that flank. So Royal Black Watch only got 27 and Jersey Devils got 3. 2nd Artillery Division, 1st Native Battery did 122 to infantry, 12 to artillery, for total 134. 1st Ohio did 36 to infantry, 3 to artillery, for total 40. 1st New Jersey Battery did 80 to infantry, 3 to artillery, for total of 83. And the 1st Connecticut Battery did 7 infantry. That's it. Division total 264. So it looks like the Ozark Mountain Daredevils get the Grumpy Seal of Approval for this battle. All right, commanders, I know we had 1 killed in action. That was Colonel Stockton, commander of the Port Huron Infantry Brigade. Let's see if we got any of theirs. Oh, wow, we killed Cable. The commander of the Army to Transmiss is dead. Wounded Walker. Wounded Cuts. Killed Anderson. And wounded Hebert. 5 of their officers, 2 of them dead, 1 of them being an Army commander. That is a massive morale blow. Wow. All right, we'll get closed out of here, and I will see you all at the newspaper screen. Glorious victory at Red River. Battle of Red River has ended with the Army transmissed, retreating in panic. The Army reportedly suffered total casualties of 9,150 men. There were 794 killed and 4,924 captured. Our casualties totaled 4,140 men, with 696 killed, 664 missing, and the rest are wounded. We captured 5,887 rifles and 36 guns from the field and sent 4,708 soldiers into our catch and release program. And it looks like poor General Cable, commander of the Army to Transmiss, who was also killed in action, has taken the blame for the loss as well. Not only is he dead, his name is now mud. Smashed down into, and his face is smashed into the mud of Louisiana at the same time. Oof. Get this one rolled off. I think Steele is taking over that course. I wonder who commands the Army now. Probably Greg. Alright, Grant, keep up a light pursuit of them. Alright. Not very often we get to open up a campaign battle. One of these videos with a battle. It does happen, but not very often. So, we're going to go set into the historical record. And then move into a recap from there. An article from the Grumpy Times, Tuesday Evening Edition, dated 7 July, 1863. Victory at Rock Run Crossing. 15th Battle of Washington started as General Ruggles' Army of Virginia with 2 corps crossed the Potomac River just west of the capital. Not for scouts from the Carroll's dog foxes, the Rebs would have walked right into the capital without General Scott knowing they'd crossed the river again. As General McDowell began to give orders to his 4th Corps, General Scott came riding in, throwing his weight around figuratively and quite literally as he countermanded General McDowell's orders. 7:30 when General Scott took the 14th Division to hold the fort along the road which the Rebs pushed down numerous times before. I spoke with General Gregg in command of the 3rd Cavalry Division after the battle, with him saying General McDowell ordered him to take both Carroll's dog foxes and Pennsylvania Guard, push over Rock Run to see if any Rebs were coming down the road. The orders if they didn't find any Rebs, they should push south along the farm trails and block any Rebs that might move north along. At the same time, McDowell, along with the rest of the 4th Corps, moved south to try and block the other 2 river crossings. It was close to 10 till 9 in the morning when the lead brigades of Army of Virginia ran headlong into Colonel Arnold's 2nd Brigade from General Hunter's 13th Division near the main southern crossings. After the battle, I got a word from General Runyon about what he and his 14th Division were doing throughout the battle. All General Runyon would say is, if it wasn't for that damn General Scott, my division would have seen action earlier than we did, but all we did was march through those dang woods. That was only after General Scott got word that General McDowell was engaged with the Rebs. It was just after 9. Word came from Colonel Schenk's 2nd Brigade from General Carter's 12th Division. They had at least 1 Reb division trying to cross at his position. For another report to come in a few minutes later, saying the Reb division turned north heading for the main crossing. From on top of the hill looking down at the crossing, I overheard General McDowell say, I could force this with just the 13th here, if I have to, but hopefully General Carter can turn his 12th to close off getting around us. It's 1/4 till 10 when the order for the 13th to begin an attack was given. As General McDowell was said, this is too much of a rich opportunity not to push on the Rebs stacked up the crossing down there. It's one of General McDowell's aides who said the 12th was somewhere in the woods south of the crossing coming up. General Scott sent word the 14th is marching down to attack from the other side of the creek. A few minutes later, you'd all hear General McDowell yelling at the men of the 13th, "You boys better be having fun. It's a free shooting gallery down there." Close to 10, Lone Rebel Brigade started up the hill, yelling, trying to push Colonel Porter's 3rd Brigade back, giving the Rebs some breathing room. I spoke with Colonel Morrill of the 1st New York Engineers shortly after the Rebs broke and ran about what his boys were doing. What Colonel Morrill said was, we entered those woods thinking the Rebs were at the bottom of the hill, only to run headlong into the Rebs at the top of the hill. It's about 5 after 10 word Colonel Williams was wounded. They are now in position holding off a cavalry charge. By 10:30, Rebs started to stack up several brigades on Porter's 3rd Brigade as the Rebs tried to break out of what General McDowell was calling the shooting gallery. Looking down the hill, around 11 to see more than half the Rebs had fallen back across the crossing. 4 or maybe 6 brigades stuck under withering fire from the 13th Division. Close to half past, looking down the hill, the 13th Division began a mass charge on the Rebs stuck on this side of the creek, the Union Army. After a short hand-to-hand fight, most of the Rebs on this side of the hill started to run without their rifles or surrendered. Close to quarter after 11, I could make out some cavalry, what turned out to be Colonel Richardson and his Pennsylvania Guard charging out of the woods on the other side of the creek. As cavalry charged into the rear of the Reb lines, the sound of General McDowell's laughter could be heard as he was saying, "It's a nice big old rout." By quarter to noon, the Rebs had left much of their guns and their wounded behind as they run back to Virginia. By the end of the fighting, the Army of Virginia had lost 13,000 men wounded or killed. The 4th Corps lost around 3,000 men wounded or killed. Reb Corps commanders General Early and General Gist were both wounded. It was General Gist who said General Early was wounded early in the fight, taken across the crossing with the men. Colonel Dinnick's brigade, who found General Gist on this side, held down by the creek after the mass Union charge. At the end of the 15th Battle of Washington, fresh in the minds, some are starting to wonder if General Scott is the right man to lead Union armies, with the rebel armies crossing so many times trying to take Washington. They're also saying John McClellan should be put in charge. Mind you, here's some men who strongly oppose to sacking General McClellan after how poorly he's been doing in command of the 2nd Corps. But others saying it should be the general who's winning the war, General McDowell, or the hero who has taken the West, General Grunpaw. Only time will tell if President Lincoln will replace General Scott, and with whom. Alright, so, things are getting a little weird and wacky in this campaign. So once again, the rebels did make another push on Washington, D.C., and it actually looks like Weiser's Corps is now across the Potomac, just south of 3rd Corps. So maybe we'll get a fight with them, but I'm doubtful. They only have about 19,000 men in that corps. The corps that's over here along the West Virginia line with Ohio has not moved. Our last signing of them was September 27th, so that information is very old. It doesn't look like they're trying to make any pushes into Ohio, so we're going to leave them alone as of now. 2nd Corps is up in Salem right now, and they've been trying to run a herd on the rebel corps in the area. We do need to get them back down into the positions I need them to. So we're going to ignore the rebels here for now and push 2nd Corps down to Carroll in Arkansas, because that's where I need them at right now. 5th Corps is still sitting at Little Rock, waiting for supplies. 7th Corps is still sitting at Dallas. They got supplies, and their readiness is coming back up. So once they're in the green, we'll be pushing them back up into Fort Washita and engaging the corps that are still stuck out in the Indian Territory. And 6th Corps, whose battle we had right here at the beginning of the video, it's had an interesting few weeks in the campaign. As 7th Corps had been pushed out of the Indian Territory to rush 6th Corps back up to Dokesville to engage Gist's Corps. And they passed each other on the river without fighting. And Gist made it back down here to Natchitoches and started building a depot here at Harrisonburg, which caused me to push 6th Corps into them, keep them from getting recovered. Now, 6th Corps is going to push on into Harrisonburg and keep shadowing the Army of the Trans-Mist to see where they go. We can't cross the Mississippi, but we can try and keep an eye on them at least. And down here in the Delta, I do have a riverboat squadron heading into New Orleans. They do have to run the guns at the Fort St. Philippe garrison because that has still not fallen. Maybe they could take it on their way through, but I'm doubtful. It's just a bunch of gunboats, nothing big. Gulf Squadron is once again recovering, away for some ships to come back up into good repair. And we'll take another swipe at Fort St. Philippe, but I'm very doubtful it's ever going to fall to us. AI does not seem to want to give it up. We have captured one of the forts outside of Mobile. We captured Fort Gaines, and we also captured the Spanish fort inside the bay itself, but we still have yet to capture Fort Morgan. But once we have secured, I'm going to make another attempt at St. Philippe. I'm going to skip Fort Macomb because it has no effect on anything. It's not going to block any movement. But once we've taken Fort Morgan, we'll keep moving on down the coast to the next fort here outside of Tampa. Then up and around up to Jacksonville and keep working our way up the coast. Though I do probably... You know what? We're going to skip that. Going to skip that. I need to get this fleet up to the Long Island Sound and get my supplies running again. They got too many ships up there at the Long Island Sound, so I'm going to order the Gulf Squadron up to Cape May. Yeah, we're going to order them to Cape May. They can refit there and then push into Long Island Sound afterwards. We got to clear those ships out. We now know where all their tonnage is. It's all sitting right up there. There's like 4 fleets in the Long Island Sound blockading all the ports up here, so we do need to take care of that. All right, I think that covers everything for right now, so I'll be back with the next incident. All right, it's now July 31st, and we have ourselves a massive naval engagement going on here. I did not bring the Gulf Squadron up to Long Island Sound. I had taken all the steamships, which I had not put into the water to save money, and put them into a fleet. And there's a massive engagement going on right now. They do have us outgunned firepower. Looks like we're probably going to be losing this one. We only sunk one of their 4th rates so far, and we're losing all of our steamships to ammo explosions, it looks like. This is not good. Yeah, Farragut's squadron is getting its ass handed to it. Yeah, he's got to break away soon. And we just did lose an engagement on the Mississippi River with the small squadron I put together there. So, Rebels are definitely winning on the naval front. Looks like I'm going to have to start building some ironclads. Didn't want to, but it looks like I will have to. I'm building some timberclads right now for the Mississippi River Fleet. It looks like I'm going to need a lot more firepower to clear out the Long Island Sound than I have available right now. There we go. We lost 6 ships, 4 sunk, 2 captured. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. We barely did any damage to them. We only sank 1/4 rate. Did lay out some damage, but not enough compared to what we lost. I mean, we lost all these ships almost right off the bat before I started recording with the ammo explosions. We lost the Shenandoah, which was a captured ship, right as I started recording. Basically, as soon as we went to the fight, these ships started exploding. AI does not want me win on the naval front. Where are we retreating to? Boston? Alright. I gotta start building more ships. That was a little surprising. So I am sending the Gulf Squadron right now to the Florida Keys to refit. I am no longer going to try and take down Fort St. Philippe, Fort Macomb, or Fort Morgan with the this fleet. I'm now going to start sending them up the East Coast. Taking down these forts was mostly about clearing the road for the army that's going to be moving along the Gulf Coast area, the 6th Corps. This way I didn't get roadblocked by anything. So next stop for them will be the fortress outside of Fernandina. It looks like it's August 1st now, so I do believe this is a good place to end this video so we can open up the next video with the monthlies. So as of right now, 7th Corps has moved back up into Indian Territory, is besieging Fort Washita. That is very well in our favor. It looks like all the rebel corps that were up here in the hinterlands are starting to march down in this direction to support. 5th Corps, I had marched out of Little Rock to go engage the Fort Smith garrison, but they retreated away almost immediately because the morale is not good. I was not cognizant of that. Basically all the brigades are unhappy with their commanders. And at this point in the war, that's never going to change. Say low fame and leadership for all their commanders, because all these brigades in this corps are 5-star brigades, 4 and 5-star brigades. So you're never going to find a good commander for them that they're going to be happy with. So right now they're in Fayetteville recovering their morale. As soon as they're ready to go again, I'll send them back down to Fort Smith. If anything, I'll send 2nd Corps, which I have now actually placed under Grunpau's 1st Army so that he can keep an eye on him. So my original plan was to have 2nd Corps move against the fort at Muskogee, while 5th Corps has Fort Smith and 7th Corps is here, and we keep these rebel corps captured inside the Indian Territory, bleeding on supplies and men, and hopefully force their disintegration. Looks like we're changing plans there. This operation's already exceeding the time limit I originally envisioned for it. 6th Corps is now back down in Baton Rouge, where they are recovering their readiness and supplies. So we're just going to keep an eye on the Army de Transmiss for now. No need to move against it. And as soon as I pulled 2nd Corps out of Missouri and into Arkansas, it looks like all the rebel corps down in Kentucky moved back into Illinois and into Missouri to retake what I've retaken from them. So things are looking a little interesting up there, though. We need to finish operations here in the Indian Territory and get refocused on Missouri and Illinois. And Potomac front once again looks quiet. I think that last battle should keep him beat down for a little bit longer. I'm not sure how much longer. I think that covers everything that's happened so far in this episode. So once again, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so alert the next video comes out. Like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, state it's from, weapons, uniforms, officers, and I'll oblige on all accounts if possible. And as always, do not forget to bayonet that like button and butt stroke the comments section. Get the algorithm working in our favor, especially if you've been enjoying the series. I'll see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.